Forced to jump. You have to cover shoulders under the basket. They covered Ewing on both sides, left and right. No layup on the tip.
Wilkins picked off by Grant. Jordan. Michael Jordan, 25 points. He's hit 8 of 11. Bulls 48. Knicks 41. Wilkins and Anthony now in the backcourt. Ewing up front with McDaniel and Mason. Here's Wilkins for three. And back comes Pippen. Hodges from downtown. Pippen had it knocked away. It'll be Chicago ball.
Magic
time on a three-pointer.
Mark Jackson is back for Greg Anthony. Oh, good look from Jordan. Grant from Jordan. The Bulls again have a 9-point lead.
I guess sometimes when a player can come out and get 18 points in a quarter, you pay special attention. You forget about the other guys a little bit.
Here's Mason. Rebound McDaniel. Crowd looking for a travel. Bulls lead 50-43, and this game is being played at the Chicago Bulls Tempo, and that's the first time that it's occurred this series.
Yes, it's a 7 game. Everybody's just excited. It's the excitement more than anything else.
The lead pass thrown to Horace Grant. That last foul on Gerald Wilkins, his third, and he's replaced by John Starks, and now Starks will take a crack at Jordan. McDaniel for Starks. 3:20 remaining in the half. Bulls with the ball and a 7-point lead. Pippen passing on the three. Hits the two. And he is 4 of 4 for 9 points. The Bulls lead 52-43. And the Knicks for the timeout. A little extracurricular activity between Pippen and Starks.
Well, it took Pippen 6 games to finally hit back, and he started to hit back because he's feeling good right now. The Bulls are leading.
Shot clock at 5. 2:45 remaining in this first half. Pippen with a steal. Here's Jordan. Yes. Biggest lead of the game. It's Chicago by 11.
In previous games, New York has been in similar situations. Riley's taking a timeout. They come out, respond, get a basket or 2 free throws, close the gap. Here, a critical turnover. It continues to widen the lead.
Starks with an air ball. Ewing for Starks. Shot clock at 1. Jackson. Mark Jackson with the shot clock running down, able to hit. The Bulls lead 54-45. For the first time this season, for this first time this series, we are seeing the Chicago Bulls that we saw right throughout the surprising New York Knicks club.
Well, Marv, I think that if anybody read Peter Vessey's column, our own NBC's Peter Vessey, Tuesday, I think he summed it up. I thought that was an interesting article.
You realize how much credibility you have just given to Vessey? This is very sad.
I didn't mean to do it.
Okay.
But I thought that summed this whole series up, that article. It was just right on the head. He hit it right on the head.
And going back to your Laker team, that team had great flexibility to be able to play a little of both. It's not like you can push a button and all of a sudden take 12 guys and say, we're going to be finesse or we're going to be physical. You have to structure it to what the players' abilities are, capabilities are.
That last foul on Conrad is third, so he's replaced by Will Perdue. Will Perdue very active in Game 6 against the Knicks. Got into a little scrap at the end of the game. Here's Michael Jordan. He now has 29 points, and the Bulls lead 56-46.
Just by Grant jumping on the basketball after a score by Chicago, they're preventing New York from racing it back up.
Patrick Ewing.
You know, I think in the second half, they're going to have to, the Knicks, Pat Riley is going to have to change his strategy. Well, right now, he's got man-to-man coverage on Michael, and he's posting. and I think he's going to have to go down and double team him in the second half.
It's a last resort in New York's game plan. Try to play him straight up, even if he gets on a little roll.
Rare miss for Jordan. 10 of 15 from the field. Starks digging hard. Won't count, says Jake O'Donnell. Will not get the continuation. Starks fouled.
Yeah, imagine going back to that philosophy in New York to play him straight up. That's not to say that as you progress in the game and get to the third quarter and then the fourth quarter and then the final 5 minutes that you don't make your adjustments and your changes.
Well, right now you're seeing in New York a different Michael Jordan. Here today, a stronger Michael Jordan, and a Michael Jordan who has, I think, adjusted to the 6 games and say, okay, in the 7th game, they've been doing this for 6 games, but in this game, I'm going to do this, where he's posting and turning in the lane, and actually all he's doing is jumping over Starks. He's doing nothing else but doing that, and I think they're going to have to run a man at him maybe when he gets in the lane.
Paxson, who committed the foul to put Starks on the line, picked up his 3rd. He's replaced by Craig Hodges. Incidentally, the NBA playoff record, most points in a half, 39 by Eric Sleepy Floyd. Jordan has 29. Here's Grant, changed his mind. Jordan and Ewing able to reach out for it. And we're down at 25 seconds left in the half. The Knicks down by 7.
Even with the excitement, this crowd, and what Chicago and Jordan have done, if New York scores, you're looking right at a 5-point game. New York's got to feel pretty good.
And Jackson hit on the reach-in. So Mark Jackson to the line. He was fouled by Craig Hodges. Jackson to the line for the first time. Earlier today here on NBC, the Cavaliers knocked off the Celtics 122-104 to take the series in 7. They await the winner between the Knicks and the Bulls. Brad Daugherty capping off a terrific series with 27 points, 9 rebounds. Hot Rod Williams had 20. Reggie Lewis led Boston with 22. 22nd timeout is being taken by the Knicks.
Don't be surprised to see John Paxson come on the floor if Phil decides to make that type of move so that he has a number of 3-point shooters to surround the outside of the floor. Then give the ball to either Pippen or Jordan, let him dribble, penetrate, create, kick back out for a 3 to send the crowd into a frenzy and give the team a little boost to end this first half. With 11.8 seconds remaining, that is so much time for the Bulls to advance the basketball off the dribble.
Pat Riley sending in Kennard Winchester, a man who has seen very little action during the course of the regular season. Kennard Winchester, second-year player from Averett College, had shots with Houston and Boston. Winchester in there because of some Knick foul trouble. Jackson will shoot his second. 11 seconds to go. First half. The lottery coming up at halftime. And so it is only a 5-point Chicago lead. Knicks do have 1 foul to give, and there it is. And a good foul because now the Bulls will have to regroup and inbound again with 6 seconds on the clock.
And that's the reason also for the substitution in case it got into the hands of the man that Winchester was guarding. You don't care if he picks a personal foul. Now they will go back and draw up what they want to run here with just over 6 seconds remaining.
The Knicks very fortunate, as you mentioned, Mike, to be only down by 5 when you consider Michael Jordan just burning it up in this first half with 29 points. Chicago is led by as many as 11. Chicago shooting 59% for the half, 22 of 37.
Pippen loves to inbound the ball and then follow his pass. He's the most dangerous guy on the out-of-bounds plays for Chicago. The guy guarding Pippen has to stay awake. Don't fall asleep. He'll chase it.
Final seconds. Jordan springing free and missed on the floater.
Oh, yeah, I did forget about a guy named Jordan.
So Michael Jordan with 29 points. And the Chicago Bulls lead the New York Knicks by the score of 56-51. Halftime of the 7th and final game. stay tuned for Bob Costas from NBA Entertainment Headquarters as we will present the NBA Draft Lottery.